Viper Press. What is happening, people? It is Brian Alsruhe, neversay.com, and it is Monday night. So even though the comeback is over, all the comeback guys are together, and we are going to be deadlifting. I do believe Olu, Andy, and Nick are all going for heavy singles. I'm probably going for a heavy single in the front squat. Billy, I think, is doing some keg clean load. So it should be a really good night. Hopefully everyone does really well. We're gonna see what happens, but I'm hoping to land somewhere in the mid fives on the front squat. We'll see how that goes. I'm not really sure what kind of state my body is in right now. Been throwing up a lot, but gonna give it what we have.
Hey,
let's go. So since I'm working front squats, a couple things I'm trying to work on. Number one, a lot of people try to look up at the sky when they're front squatting, and you couldn't do much worse than that, because if your arms are in your front rack position, if you bring your chin up, your shoulders tend to slope, and if your shoulders slope, that's your foundation of the bar sitting on, so you do not want to do that. So in order to combat that, as your arms are underneath and you're locked in, I do dip my chin up to get dug under as close to the bar as possible, then I bring my chin down. So at the end position, or the start position of your front squat, should be your elbows pointing towards the horizon, and also your nose is pointing to the horizon. If you are like this at all, you're probably leaving some pounds out there, so you're gonna wanna fix that before you get any weaker, or I get stronger, or I get weaker, or just fix it. Well, this day was a little bit doomed from the very beginning, because on Saturday, a lot of us were working up on things, and we got a little bit excited. The energy was really good, and myself included, a bunch of us went a little bit heavier than we should have, so that kind of doomed us a little bit on this day coming in. However, it didn't end up being a terrible day for anybody. It just wasn't as good as it possibly could be. I was also getting these axle rollouts, which you can do with a barbell, you can do with an axle, you can do with anything, but it's a great way to get some more core stabilization for your abs if you do not have access to an ab wheel. How you feeling, Lou?
I'm good.
Feeling dangerous? Feeling good?
Yeah, kinda. I'm still tired from last week, though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep.
You're looking explosive, though.
Trying to be. That's what it is right now.
It's whole game, man. Speed kills, right?
Yeah.
So while I'm working up, I'm just making big plate jumps, trying to get the bar to stay on that gimpy shoulder. My range of motion still isn't terrific on that side, so basically all that I'm doing right now for rehab is shoving myself under weight and forcing it to go places that it does not want to go. All right, so Johnny Norris, the owner of Loyal, just showed up and brought the new shirt. So Nick is the first drug taste tester, number one. Number two, he's modeling the shirt. Turn around, dude. So as you guys can see, this on the back is the same as our big wall thing, our big wall banner. So same exact thing, really, really cool. John, when are they live, man?
Friday.
Friday at what time?
7.
7 Eastern Standard Time?
Yeah.
Dude, they turned out awesome. So it's got the die empty on the front, Never Say Athletics, and the die empty on the back with the Atlas. Guys, this is Atlas, this is not some sort of stag. All right, so it's Atlas holding the world with die empty, and then the Rage Against the Machine quote. So really, really cool. Guy, they turned out awesome, man. Totally cool about it. You like them?
I love them.
You like them? You like them, Olu?
Yeah.
Olu has 8%. Yeah?
I like the colors.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. So if you guys do want to pick one up, they will be coming out later this week on Friday. Like the man said, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So should be really good time. I like them a lot. We're gonna be throwing them on right now, try them out, see how they do with some training under them, and yeah. So thank you guys for your support. I don't even think a shirt is a shirt until it's got some chalk on it, right? And here goes Andy lifting something in the sixes. I'm not really sure where he was there. And Nick, we're going to get into it in a second, but his CNS was pretty dug. So we're going to get into a discussion about that right after this. But here is my 365 set, which is absolutely no problem at all. And Olu just kept working his way back up. That guy is getting so strong while Nick is doing the farmers. All right, so I'm here with my boy Nick, who is he's having a tough day. So basically what's going on, man?
Hit a squat PR Friday, 620 in the SSB. And you feel great, feel good afterwards, happy, adrenaline. But your first day back to training is when you realize what it costs.
Yeah, everything costs something.
I had another 95% day on deadlifts, and I got up to about 85%.
Yeah.
And I broke like 3 plates off the floor.
Yeah. So when your CNS is actually dug, when you are actually in trouble, 50% of your 1 rep max feels heavy. Like,
yes.
Way heavier than it should. And we're not talking like, oh man, that feels heavy. We're talking like, literally you can't pick it up off the ground.
Yeah, it felt heavy at 405.
Right.
Like 495, I was supposed to do 4 or 5 working up.
Which is a nothing weight for you.
I barely pulled it once.
Right, and you pulled 495 for like sets of 12 before.
Yeah.
So when it's that big of a drastic thing, you know something's going on and you know it's not you. And when you're in a hole, the best thing that you can do is stop digging.
Let off the pedal.
Yes. So
off the pedal.
he probably could have got in there and ground out all his deadlifts, and then for another week, you'd have been weak as a kid and not being able to hit anything.
It's not like you get the work done and then it resets. It stacks.
Yes.
It stacks up, it builds, and if you don't ever let off the gas pedal, you never get back to where you need to be.
Yes. So it's very, very important that it doesn't happen very often at all, guys. And we're talking about a 200-pound man who's squatting in the 6s, deadlifting close to 7s pretty regularly. So we're talking, most people will hardly ever experience central nervous system dig in their entire life. But when it is there, if you do have the true signs of it, like your heart rate in the morning is much higher, your grip in the morning is much weaker, those types of things, it might be worth taking a little bit of time, a little mini deload on yourself, or you just have to switch your focus for the day so that you can actually redeem it somehow. So you just moved over to farmers, and now you're going to get a bunch of work done there because you had to do something. You know what I mean? You can't just quit.
It doesn't mean stop.
Yes.
Like, if it's terrible, like everything just feels bad, go do conditioning. Go run a hill. Go move. Go get something done. Letting off the pedal doesn't mean stepping on the brake.
Yes. So, yeah, man. So, you can get what you can get done, but it is what it is.
Yes, sir.
Things happen. And here's Elliot working some volume set. You guys will recognize him as the gorilla expert from the other video. So cool that he came in and shared all that with us. Now, this is my 405 set. Man, that shirt is looking pretty good. Not gonna lie about that. But the 405 set, this is kind of a weight where I decide how the day is gonna go. 405 used to be a really, really tough weight for me, but at this stage, it is nothing more than a workup, but the speed tells me a lot.
Well,
it's not bad. It's 400 pounds. If you can't deadlift, if you can't front squat 400 pounds like Nick.
But I can. That little wiggle freaks me out.
Fake plates. Fake plates.
Definitely foam.
No. Good. Good. Nice job. With the Nigeria flag behind you, man. With the Nigeria flag behind you.
Thank you.
And then here's 500 pounds, which my head got a little bit woozy on this one, but really not bad. It was more of a speed rep for me than anything, so I decided to make a big, stupid jump after this. All right, so I gotta step outside because it's pretty loud in there right now. So that was 500 for a single, really didn't go bad. 500 should not go bad for me. Hopefully, my current PR is 560 pounds, so I'm probably gonna try to break that right now. But guys, one thing that I wanna talk to you guys about is a question I see show up in the comment section a whole lot when it comes to like front squats or anything in front rack position. And people say they get woozy and they start feeling funny in their head. And that's completely normal because if you have the bar in a correct front rack position, it actually partially cuts off your carotid artery. That is why you will actually go to sleep during front squats. It's happened to me a bunch of times. I'm about ready to go to sleep now. But if you do find yourself in that situation where you're starting to get a little bit woozy when you walk that bar out, in front rack position, just flex your butt. The problem is that your posterior chain is not fired up, and so it's struggling really hard to stay in consciousness. If you flex your butt, your posterior chain picks up the weight, it takes some of that stress off your carotid artery, and you will instantly feel less weird as well as being stronger. So definitely important thing to know. Use that.
Let's go, brother.
Which brings us to this silly 570-pound attempt. I guess the biggest thing here, the biggest frustration about front squat isn't that my legs aren't strong enough. I can do this weight literally 20 times. The problem is that I can't hold it on my shoulders. The legs are not the problem. The brace is partially the problem, but as I start going up, you're going to see that left hand. That left hand did not want to hold on to much of anything, which made me sad. I just missed 570. I'm working very hard at not getting very angry after I miss things. Well, it's not that the leg strength isn't there, it's that it won't stay on my shoulders. So that's something I can't really do a whole lot about at this time. So I'm gonna keep working my shoulder mobility, try to get my hands in better position. I'm gonna continue to try to build up my shoulders so that I have a better rack position for them. I'm gonna continue to work my brace because it falling forward is ultimately what made that bar slide forward off my arms. That is absolutely no reason why I should have missed that. So it is what it is, guys. But the way my body currently is and the way that it has been all day, I'm not sure how much more I will end up doing. We'll see. I'm gonna try to hit some assistance stuff until I start throwing up, and then I'll call it a day. Which circles us right back around to the assistance work. And if you guys have been fans of the channel for any amount of time, you will know that I hate assistance work because I feel like I am killing the time that is killing us all. So a lot of times I like to do it in different sorts of ways. Now, your assistance work is an excellent opportunity for you to immediately address the weak points that you found in your main lift, like I just did. So I'm working on all those things I addressed when I talked to the camera, but my giant set for the day was as many rounds as possible in 12 minutes of 8 seated good mornings at 250 pounds, 8 walking lunges on each side at 250 pounds, 8 grenade toes to bar, and then 8 glute ham raises. So I was just going through that for as many rounds as possible in 12 minutes, and it was a great way to address all my weak points and get a lot of work done in a short amount of time because I hate it. You can't be too angry about a front squat when the sky looks like this. I'm just saying. All right, guys, so fairly terrible day for me, but I mean, it is what it is. We have a lot of really big things coming up this week, so my head's not completely in the working out. We have something really huge coming up on Thursday and Friday, so I'm going to need to be ready for that. There's a couple things going on with the gym where I'm gonna have to be here a little bit more than normal. So with my current throwing up situation and my health and where it's at, it's better off that I don't dig too deep currently on something like the front squat that really doesn't matter that much. So yes, I'm very upset myself. I always get super upset myself whenever I don't perform up to the level that I think that I should perform at, but guys, it's really not that big of a deal. There are a lot bigger problems in my life right now, and as far as my priorities go, missing a front squat PR, I think I'll be okay. I am super excited about these shirts being released Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys, at theloyalbrand.com if you guys are interested in picking one up. They are really cool. They actually turned out a lot better than I thought they were going to, so super happy about that. Thank you to Johnny and everyone over at The Loyal Brand. Like I said, some big things coming up later this week. You guys are gonna wanna stay tuned for. I actually did a training talks, but when I was editing it, I felt like I was being a little bit mean, so I'm deciding whether I'm going to put that one out yet or not. So you guys might be getting a different training talks, but guys, if you guys ever have questions for the training talk series or for the question of the week series, always leave in the comments section down below. If you guys ordered a program, hopefully you already have it. If you do not, email me at neversaid@gmail.com. Guys, I'm tired. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to go to bed. Just put a nail on this not so terrific lifting day. So it's okay though, guys. It's a beautiful day. A lot of good things going on in my life, so can't complain about it. Guys, I thank you so much for staying with me. Everything you guys do, but I will catch up with you later in the week. But until I do, go out do something amazing with your lives. Keep working hard, people. Look at this sunset. Be nice to each other. Can you even see it? Yeah, and I'll see you then.